Hi everyone, it's Carrie. We are at HomeGoods today. We are going to go in and see what's new. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back everyone. I am happy that you're all here. At the very end of this video, I've got a little bit of a new format. We are going to tour a model home and we're going to try to look and see what kind of things that we see in HomeGoods that we also see in the model home, or different ways to style things that we might find at HomeGoods. So we're going to give that a bit of a try. We are at the Winter Garden location here in Florida, and I think they have the best lighting department. We're going to try to find all the new lamps. Way down here on the floor, we've got that green one is a rechargeable battery operated lamp. This one is also new. That's a really pretty green on that one. $80 for that lamp. The green, that's the same one there. It's just a deeper green with gold instead of the silver. Karma Home, I love the green lampshades on this one. Got some good selections in here today. Also $80 for this one. All right, we've seen a few of these before. Let's see, price-wise, $70 for this one with the bows, and this one way in the back has one bow on it. It is $50. It has a nice burgundy color shade. All right, these blue ones, all this actually over here is new. $60. It's a good blue. This little green one right there is the hobnail, and then we've got some down below. I think we've seen those there. We always try to find the new ones, so each week we come in, we try to figure out what's new and keep building on that. We've seen a lot of these before. These mustard yellow ones we've seen. Although this one back here, I don't believe we've seen this one. $80. It is a nice creamy white with the gold kind of accents in there. All right, these blue ones are definitely new. This black and white one though, that one is also real. Actually, it's navy blue. Sorry about that. This one right here is navy blue and white. $70. One of you was asking about the shades. This particular store has pretty decent selection of lampshades, a variety of sizes, so we'll just kind of browse around a little bit, see some of the patterns. We've got stripes, florals, solids. Do your HomeGood locations, do you all have this many lampshades? Some of the stores do, some of them don't. It's a good navy with a pattern. And that powder blue with the scallops, that one's also pretty. We've got some really pretty florals over here. The one in the middle with the peacocks, that gold one we have seen. However, this one, $50. The base on that is also very pretty, as is this one. $60 for that one. And it's got a really pretty pink lampshade on that. I think they paired that one well. This one's kind of cool. $80. This dark, moody, the shade had pansies on it. They have a lot of these lampshades in here. I do love the bottom, the lamp right here. The base is really pretty. $70 for that one. This base has, I can't figure out, it has like a slight undertone of green to the glass. All right, these lampshades also very, very cool. I do like that pretty blue base on that one also. In my area, this store I think has the best selection of lamps. They tend to get the newest lamps first. This is a Martha Stewart. Price tag $60 for this one. It's a really neat like teal blue shade on that one. Another more birds on that shade. The base also very pretty. This one we've seen before. It has this kind of suede bottom. $40. The lampshade also is a suede type material. These are bigger lamps in here. This green one is very pretty though. This one comes in at $90, but it's a big lamp, so price-wise those are going to be a little bit more. I like this one. It's a big lamp. It's got a really big wide base on it. I love the blues, the greens. That one is $140. I almost think I'd like to see it with a different shade on there. I think that the beige, I don't know, what are your thoughts on that? I feel like those beiges might clash a little bit, maybe something a little creamier or something blue or green. Let me know what you think in the comments. Got a lot of the gold base lamps over here. This is a Morris & Co. $130 for that one. $20 for that little amber one right there. Let's see what else. We have seen this one at a bunch of the stores. That one is $80. Yeah, a lot of these we've seen before. This one here though, all right, this one is new. So we've seen this one in a berry color and we have seen it in emerald green. So here it is with kind of a champagne color shade. That's really pretty. Okay, these gold ones down here, these tall gold ones, that is something that you would see at like Restoration Hardware. And they will be very expensive at Restoration Hardware. $60. It's a really nice kind of tall, it's got a cool detail right there at the top. It is a solid heavy lamp. We've got some super cool new lamps over here. Lots of like moody colors. I love this. $80. Those fuchsias in there are super pretty. $40 for this one. The shade is metal. This little one here, $25. I'm gonna see this one behind it. Huh. It's a little like schnauzer with emerald green color lamp. That one's pretty cool too. We've seen that base before. They had it paired at one of the other stores with a green lamp shade. All right, these are pretty cool. We've got these kind of tartan plaids down here. They've got them on the smaller lamps and the taller ones. Oh, and there's that little schnauzer again. We've got bird bases. Okay, those are pretty fun. These are really interesting. It's the little triangle piece of like acrylic or glass in there, and the light just illuminates through it. Let me turn it on, turn it off so you can see. That's pretty fun. That one is $50. I like these. It's got like a little kind of utility box down there. Good desk lamp. These little fringe lamps here, those are $20. There is a tall black one right there, lamp that matches, very similar. Yeah, it's the same exact style as the gold ones that we just saw a little bit ago. There's more of those black floral shades up there. We've got a really good selection of lamps right now at the store. That's just like the other one that we saw before that had the greens and the blues. So size-wise, those are large lamps. Goodness, if you need a big gingerbread house, they have it back here. But also this lamp, this is kind of cool. $100 for that floor lamp. I like that one. All right, how much these gingerbread houses? These run $200. This snuggly chair over here. This one is $1,000. I know it says HomeSense on it. HomeSense and HomeGoods are owned by the same company. Some of us have both stores. Some of you only have HomeGoods still. This is actually a pretty good leather chair over here. This one is $700. And these are new. I like the blues in here. They are $100 for those ottomans. It's a pretty cool stone table right there. We've got a bench down here. I like the scallop across the bottom on that one. And $130. I like these little mirror end tables. This one is $150. Just a good neutral stripe on those. And these side tables, these are $130. I'm gonna browse around here. We've got ottomans, some little side tables. This one right here that I'm pointing to, I have seen that one in a few model homes so far. $180 for that. All right, we are gonna browse through the art department to see what's new. This store also had more new items in terms of art than the other HomeGoods locations that I've been going to. I have 4 different locations that I kind of bounce around. These are all $40, the ones that I'm pointing to in this whole section up here. It's a good ocean one right there. And the tropical floral one up there with the orange leaves, that one was also $40. Definitely have a lot of coastal items. I'm assuming because we're in Florida, we get a lot of coastal things, because when I lived in Texas, I simply do not remember this much in the way of coastal artwork. That's really pretty. See, there's so much of it. So many beach. Let's see what else we have. All right, we're getting maybe moving a little more. Now these still pull coastal to me. These not so much, but they are kind of cool modern. I do like that with the green, the navy. There's some good colors in that one. This one also. And we will see artwork similar to that in model homes. But I thought it would be fun to just add, because we're already in the process of looking at homes. And I thought, you know what? Let's put some of these videos at the end of the HomeGood videos, so that way we can kind of compare. See if we can find items, a little bit of inspiration for decorating. That one with the birds, very pretty. It's a good floral also. This one is kind of fun. It has a very decoupage. That one is $50. The Vogue artwork, that has been in a lot of the stores. Those are $60. Also $60. That one's pretty cool. We've got some icons from history. Collection of iconic vintage photographs to inspire today. I love that. And then a new one behind it. Nope, those are both the same. This always cracks me up, the side eye. Jeez. Has anyone purchased that piece of art? I would love to know. There's a couple items too over at a Hobby Lobby that I think they also sell that same exact one. Got some bar art over here. Some florals. This one's a 2-pack. That one's really pretty. $60 for that 2-pack. So 2-packs also. Some good kind of soft florals. And this bird, we've seen this at a few of the stores, but I do love it. I love the green color with that blue bird. That one is $35. All right, this one's kind of fun. So it's got the Gucci, it's got the car in the picture. It's a BMW in that picture. And then this one is just a Dior, no car in that one. I do love the flamingos. That's very pretty. Now, just more coastal birds. There really is a lot of coastal. I would like to see a little bit more non-coastal. One of you asked for mirrors, and I have to figure out, I may have to kind of practice a little bit. When I'm showing mirrors, it's pulling so many reflections of people walking in the background, but I don't normally like to have anyone's face on camera, so I'll work on it. We'll definitely try to show more mirrors, but I wanted you to know that I did hear your request. Just got to figure out how to make it happen. That's kind of a cool table. That was $100. This one is $250. Just a nice basic beige chair. I do like the styling on that one though. All right, we do have a lot of the winter bedding starting to come into the stores. The Grinch set there, that's pretty fun. Twin size right there. I kind of like these. The Cath Kidstons, these are really pretty. I love the patterns in those. There's a Morrison Co. down there. That one's not a holiday, but it is pretty. So they've got the king set. We've got the pillows. We've got some nutcrackers over here, more pillow packs. So this one is fun here with the little red bows. There's a line at Target, by the way, of bath stuff that I will show you in a video tomorrow. Very similar, could tie in with that here. I like this little Santa, little soap holders. This Christmas tree, I love that towel. We've got all the hand towels over here. It's a very pretty green with those little silver trees. I like that creamy backdrop though with the traditional green tree. I think that one's really pretty. All right, let's check out what we have over here in the kitchenware, homeware section. All right, these red and white dishes in the back, those are in almost all the stores now I've seen. And we've got some odd and end coffee cups back in here. This one just says Mary on it, but it's pink inside. It's quite a bit of Grinch items in here. the coffee cups and the cookie jars. Trying to search around and see if I can find anything new. These green dishes, I feel like we haven't seen those before. A nutcracker dish up there, that one's pretty fun. The Snoopy, we've seen that one kind of everywhere. What do we have? Ooh, we have a La Crusette coffee cup tucked away back there. Got Merry and Bright. Those are really pretty. These are the dishes from Italy. Those are also pretty. Does anyone collect these little ceramic houses? Those are really pretty. We are just browsing through everyone. We're just going to try to see what's new. Little gingerbread cookie dishes. Those are cute. There's a nutcracker one back here. Let's see. $5 for that one. This says Joy to the World. That one is $6. This dish over here is very pretty with this kind of cool blue. $5 for that one. A lot of Christmas tree patterns. I love that. That one's really like a snowy forest on that one. It's really pretty. And then we've got a lot of spode. I am seeing a lot of spode in the stores right now. So if you are a collector of that, keep an eye out. And these are pretty with the pine cones and the holly branches. What is this one? This is a tall coffee cup. This is Ho Ho Ho. It is a Ray Dunn cup. I do like that one. It's a nice big cup. Sorry about that. My camera got a little goofy on me there. I finally bought a new camera. I've had my other camera for a couple years and I think it just had so many videos in it that it was done. So this is the last video on the old camera. So we'll have to see if we notice a big difference. $4. Actually, the Target video tomorrow is the last video on the old camera. I love these. It's got a little bit of gold trim around that. That is $8 for an appetizer plate. Some good patterns in there too. I really like those. So these are fun. I have not seen these before. Looks like they come with their own little kind of coaster, a little spoon. What are we having? Are we having soup in there? Tea? What? They're pretty. We have now seen this little bar table at a few different stores. And you'll have to check this out. Look at this cat scratcher. It's a Christmas tree. I love that one. All of the pet toys for Christmas are coming into the stores. So you can get some Christmas gifts for the babies. I've got to browse around a little bit of home decor, right? Because if we're going to go see the model home at the end of this video, we need to kind of see what kind of pottery is in the store, what kind of little decorative items. And then we'll see what we can find as we're going through the house. But yeah, we're going to look at a Pulte house today. And the house is in Winter Garden, Florida. I love these greens in here. I figure it would be kind of a little fun add-on and also help give us a little bit of inspiration for decorating. I do love the blues. Got a puzzle up there. A lot of just little kind of odds and ends in here, but I do love these trays on the bottom with the pattern in there. Those are really pretty. And then all the stores right now, they've got all the holiday pillows, blankets, all your cozy little things. Here's some candles, all the Christmas candles that are in the stores now. I have to admit, I am already burning balsam fragranced candles. I just feel ready for it. They've got some really pretty selections in here, pretty containers. They also have the entertaining packs. That's kind of what I'm gonna call these over here, where you've got your napkins, your paper plates, all the kind of things that match. They do have a really good selection though of different paper plates in here for the holidays. All right, everyone, let's go check out this model house. So right off the bat in the foyer, we've got this kind of narrow table here. Definitely items that we could find at HomeGoods. Same with that artwork. I bet we can find items like that, but I do love the way they did the wall paneling kind of behind it. The wall treatments and the colors in here, super soft. Might be a good idea, those little 2-packs of artwork that we see. You could put those in a hallway like that. Here is a first floor guest bedroom. You've got 2 chairs, little table over there by the windows. But yes, absolutely. As we look around, there's a lot of these items that we can find at HomeGoods. That round mirror, we just saw one of those for $100. Kind of look out the finish outs too. We have to check that out. I love the tile that they picked for that shower, and I love that the tile goes all the way up to the ceiling. These are quartz countertops that they put in this house, and I love that it's like that charcoal, and there's a little bit of gold in it too. All right, this room here is kind of like a flex space. In their floor plan, you could actually close that in and make it a study, or just leave it open. They've got 2 really big bookshelves back here, and then just a lot of the very like light, creamy color books. All things that we could find at HomeGoods. Also the little bookends that they have there. So I wanted to show you the hallway here, up the staircase, and we'll take a look at that. They painted that back wall right there a deep navy color, and then put 2 large pieces of artwork in there. I think that's pretty awesome. I had a staircase similar to that when our first house that we had together, and I had a big mirror in the staircase. That way I could see the kids coming up and down. So this room I thought was interesting. This is the family room, but they put the couches back to back. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. But these side tables, these are absolutely tables that we can find at HomeGoods. That bowl, that should look pretty familiar. Got a big fiddle fig tree back there in the corner. We'll take a peek at the backyard. Beautiful swimming pool and spa. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about, I mean, you're kind of getting 2 separate rooms in there, but I think me personally, I would put maybe a big sectional and some pretty chairs. Those decorative pieces here, so you could put a little bar cart over here. You could create a little bar cart in this area, or you could create a little coffee bar area. But y'all, this pantry, this is a big pantry. Check this out. I would like to see it with all like kind of custom built-ins, maybe like a Closets by Design done in there so that it's really usable. The wire shelving drives me a little bananas. In Texas, we did not have wire shelving. Everything was wood. So when I look at houses here and it's like, oh my goodness, there's wire shelves, things kind of, they tip over. Certainly we could find a table like that at HomeGoods with the mirror and those same vases and bowls, right? All right, hey, if my cousin is watching this, I want you to look at this countertop. Show this to your mom. It has gold veining in it. I love this with the cream in there. Made me think of her kitchen. And I also want to point out this kitchen sink. This is a Blanco granite kitchen sink. I had this same sink in my old house. It is basically indestructible. This is one of my favorite sinks to have in a house. And they paired it with a gray backsplash here, a Subway kind of set tile. We've got some canisters. Here's one of those small little lamps that we see at HomeGoods. They've got a half-baked harvest cookbook in there. That's a great cookbook. My perfect dream kitchen would have all the entire lower, instead of cabinets, I would have drawers and everything. It's all right, we teleported upstairs. You'll see a great big piece of artwork. That's a good use of wall space right there. But that is that wall that they painted, that dark navy blue with those two pieces of art. I love that. So we've got a bedroom in here. Our football theme, we've got the plaid wallpaper. I want you to look at these football hooks. So they're actually like metal. Well, they are metal, but they have a little metal football on the back. That way they can hold footballs on there. I think that's pretty cool. Definitely all items that we could find at HomeGoods to style just like this. And we've got the hall bath in here. So we've got two pieces of artwork above the toilet. I love that the tile goes all the way to the ceiling. That picket fence tile, I really like that a lot. We've got some good storage in that bathroom. And this laundry room, super, super cool. So right to the left, there's a closet. I love that it's got big windows in here that you can open up for brightness. Get some fresh air in there too. We've got our wash sink right there. I love this piece of dog art right here. How cute is that? And then they just put a cabinet in here for extra storage. You got your washer, dryer, and the cabinets over there. All right, the balloon dogs. We definitely see the balloon dogs at HomeGoods all the time. That light fixture, I have 100% seen that at HomeSense. And these light fixtures, I really like this. How cool is this? Instead of having a lamp sit on your table, you can just put two fixtures like that. Got a piece of golf art there on the wall. Sorry about that glare over there, but that white lamp, I like how they styled all that. Let me know what you all think of the room having that green paint on the lower half of the wall. We've got some hooks over here to put your bags, purses, and all that when you come in. All right, let's head over to the game room. Actually, right in here, they just have an exercise room. Nothing to really see in here, just kind of your basic mirrors, your weights, your TV, your little hanging things. But back here, there's a really nice size family room. So they've got it set up as a game room over here. They've got a little sectional couch over here. Great big piece of wall art, definitely something that we can find at HomeGoods. Now some of these pieces definitely should look familiar. The little dog, we've seen that recently at HomeGoods actually. And then I'm gonna step back here so you can see how they painted the circle with the stripes on the wall there and then hung more artwork next to it. Thought that was pretty cool. The master bedroom. They've got one of those small little marble tables right next to the chair in the corner. We've seen those a lot at the stores. And let me know what y'all think as you're kind of going through if there's stuff you like. Definitely these chairs, we have seen those at the stores too. What do you think of the wall treatment there? And this piece of artwork, 100%, we have seen that at HomeGoods. And then this is the master bathroom. See, they've got one of those little side tables right next to the tub. Got some hexagon tiles in the shower. This back wall is wallpaper. I'll turn a light on in a minute, but that's one of those little tables. We've got our standalone bathtub. Then they did a seagrass type wallpaper. I like that on that back wall. The tiles they picked for the shower there, and then a great big piece of artwork in the water closet. And then that's the master vanity. Just a little bit of like just a plant, things like that up there. And with that, everyone, we're gonna head out. I'll see you all in the next video. Let me know what you thought of this kind of setup here, doing this at the end of the Home Good videos. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day and be safe, everyone.